What's up, you Yankee Doodle dandies? It's a holiday for some, it's a work day for us. Come on, we never stop round here. Call to the Pen HQ with the big man. Follow me up, John Laghezza, on the Bird app at John, Laghezza. Hanging with Mr. Cooper on the ones and twos, redheaded stepchild of the Hammer Betting Network. What's up, everybody? I can't even keep up with the comments. They're already beyond me. To all the people already waiting on this wonderful day, Fire, OPMG, MK, NBA Props, Brian Rose. I can't even get all the way to the end. I'm going to get in trouble. This show's becoming just a comment on the comments. What's up, everybody? I really do appreciate you really quick as we talk about appreciation. How very lucky we are to spend our days, like me, getting fat and eating food and betting and gambling and hanging out, drinking alcohol and stuff like that. So we really should hat tip regardless of political lean. I don't want to hear that garbage today, right? Today we're all Americans. Today we're all members of the global community, right? And today, remember, this is not Veterans Day. It's not just the people that served. It's Memorial Day. It's the people that lost, right? And more importantly, for me, it's the families. It's the the husbands, the wives, and more importantly, the children, right there. So those are the people we're hat tipping today, because without that sacrifice, we could be doing something a lot shittier than getting fat and betting on baseball. Enough of that. More of this. Fastest show on MLB, absolutely anywhere. Of course, I was telling Jay, man, first of all, it's straight up malpractice for the sport. You have a beautiful holiday. Everybody's home. Canadians aside, sorry, love you guys, but it's one of our days here. If everyone's home and the kids are home, why not have every baseball team playing during the day? God forbid you promoted the sport. So, of course, the schedule's all over the place, but we have our, thoughts and prayers on the commuters as always. Right? Smash the like button, rate, review, and subscribe to the audio-only pod. Matters more than it should. But we're here looking out for you. So we're going to do this in blocks. I'm getting a little bit better at this every day, hopefully. So we're going to do the 8 p.m. block first. There's 4 in the middle. I think there's 4. I think it's 4, 4, and 4. Maybe 3, 4, and 4. So we're going to do the nighttime block for the commuters. That way they can listen to it. Then we'll do the afternoon block. And if it's early enough, they could listen to that. And then if not, you'll turn it off and get up to 20 likes. We'll do the afternoon parlay. Let's get into the games, everybody. D-Rock in the house. As always, hope everybody's enjoying this lovely Memorial Day. Let's go. It's the Bravos. Mike Soroka, he's back. It's funny. I already got corrected. Michael Soroka is back. What does he mean? Is he going to come back wearing a tie? All right, Michael. As long as he's healthy, I hope we see him. That's the most important thing. I got no stats on him. The man has not pitched in 2 years. So right off the bat, I'm sorry. You got to love the Braves. You got to love Soroka. You got to love the story. You can't be a minus 250 favorite if you haven't thrown a pitch in the major leagues in 2 years. All right, so I'm really – this one's pretty much probably an auto fade. The other side, Paul Blackburn. I don't know if you've been following me long enough for this one. Yar, matey, Paul. Yar, Paul Blackburn. Oh, man, Pirate Paul. We used to love Blackburn the Pirate. That's what it was. Blackburn the Pirate. He was my GOAT for a little while. Right a couple of years ago, he's out of the box. Just ridiculous. He was so good for the first couple of months. Then the weather caught up to him. So, what are we going to get in this one? Who knows? A lot of crapola. These A's, who I want to love, right? We want to love the A's. We've been betting on the offense all year. Today, I don't know if it's a day. Jay, is the F5 total up? I don't think it was up when I woke up this morning. Because, again, this... Yo, Matty M, what's going on, man? Matty Dub in the house as well. USA. I want to look at the F5 team total for Oakland. It would just be more about trying to go after a guy like that. Is that what it is? No. F5, first 5 team total for Oakland. Not F5 money line. The first 5, the team total. Yeah, it's a little weird. I don't know if we got those. Anyway, that's something to keep an eye on. Oakland offense, they're terrible, objectively. 183 team batting average, 253 OBP, 527 OPS, last 500 plate appearances. It's ridiculous. They have a league worst, 276 expected WOBA against righties, last 500. Atlanta Braves, the offense is really good. It's not perfect, though. So the Braves are kind of a team you can go, okay, sorry, guys, we don't have a TT yet. It's not up there. That would be something I'd be looking for. How about the full game? Oakland TT, although, man, Oakland, they just refuse to score for us. 30 runs last 14 days. Yikes. Braves on the side leading the league in homers, OPS, pull rate, hard hit rate, barrel rate, everything, basically everything. Blackburn's probably in trouble, but he's going to be bringing that lead ball. Let's quote my favorite followers here. Fire Sports says, Blackburn sucks. Well, yeah, but he's going to be throwing the lead ball, and I'm just not into these minus 2.5 covers because that's what I've been noticing. That's probably the big lesson here. Is now you're going to notice when you look at the run line cover that they're not always minus 1.5, minus 2.5. Both of the bullpens have actually been awful as well. Atlanta, last 46 innings, it's a 4.5 ERA, 1.5 whip. Dead last in hard hit rate. Oakland, not to be outdone, 5.10 ERA, 1.5 whip, 45 fly ball, 1.5 homer, 9. So if I had to lean on this one, my sharp money's probably on the over in this one, but I don't think I'm crazy enough to touch it. Let's move it up. Again, we're doing the PM slate. Next up, it's the Winged Lion, Griffin Canning, plus 130 dogs in the Angels. Going to the south side of Chi-Town to face Michael Kopech, minus 135 favorites in the White Sox. Canning, 4.95 ERA, 135 whip, 742 OPS. I thought things were a little bit better for him. I thought he was pitching really well. See, I don't get to chop up all this granular stuff now. I can't go juggling it. K-minus walk ERA up near 5, Sierra at 4.75. Stuff plus to the fastball at 71 for Griffin Canning. 19% K is probably too low for a 9% walk. 10 came on his BB, 11 swinging strike, 67 first strike. I like 84 in zone. Now we're getting to the part that I do like. Right, he's kept the ball down 47% of the time. So I think maybe that's why I do like Canning today. Again, White Sox offense really not very good. Last 500 PAs, 242 team batting average, 661 OPS. They chase too much. They do not walk. 5% walk, 36 chase rate. Those are both bottom 5, bottom 8. Matty Dub says he's got the Angels to win this one. If I'm talking slow, it means I'm checking out the algo. I have it so – it's almost too close for comfort. But yeah, I can see this one. Generally, if I have them this close, I would like for me, Angels – probably the Angels run line is the sharp money. Matty's mentioning – again, people remember this show is more than just a show. The comment section is nitro fire in here. Matty's got the Canning K's. Again, you toss it in the comments. We'll run it through the ringer really quick. Probably not a bad spot. I want to hat tip Matty right now for this. One of the general problems with the market when they look at K is just they look for K rate. I get it. But that's not really where it is. Okay, so Chicago White Sox, 22.5% K rate last 500. That's middle pack. And the 22% K rate on the season is probably a bit better than average. In fact, however, right, you look at the last 500 PAs, the walk rate of 5%, I mentioned, that's bottom 3. 13% swing and strike, bottom 5. 36% chase rate, also bottom 3. 84 in-zone contact. Matty, just do me one favor. This goes for everybody. I really enjoy the interaction. If you're going to put a play, please put the price. Pretty please put the price. Because I have to admit, I do like the Kopech over 5.5, last tip for those strikeout props. What's very important is you're getting pitchers that are going to go full run. And Kopech's been, he has been downright phenomenal. But more important than that is he's going to get to the 95, 100 pitchers that we're looking for. I really liked, I had the under on this one. So, Jay, I want to hit that one because I actually have this one coming in at under 8, and we're at 8.5. So our first play of the day, let's go under on the full game. Right, under 8.5. Best you can find. Is it really minus 120? That moved a little bit. Again, I got to be careful. I print the algo. And if you're ever wondering about this stuff that I'm talking about, and by the way, Matty, shock. Matt Williams is in front of the market. So that one's up at 6.5. I don't think I'm going to go there for 7, even if they juice it up. Far spots also the 9. Oh, no, sorry, that was Kopech, not Canning. Sorry, or vice versa. Sorry, again, this happens. Live TV, such a life. So I want to go with our first play. We're going to go under the 8.5 in the game. I tend to like both of these pitchers, I think, a bit more than the market. And also both bullpens have been getting it right as of late. LA, last 44 plate appearances. ERA and Sierra below 3.65, 27% K. 80 zone contact is very good. Only one loss in that span of 2 weeks. And the White Sox, last 43 innings, 2.5 ERA, 105 whip. 169 batting average against in a 43-inning span. So they've been getting it right as well. Not giving the ball to Ronaldo Lopez will do that. Graven, I'm lucky I had all day in for my fantasy people, although Liam Hendricks is coming back. And, you got to think that's just going to be a tremendous boost. You're right. I'm generally a data-driven, analytical kind of dude. Hard not to think Hendricks comes back just makes a tremendous impact across the board. So we're going under on this one. Next up, I want to say it's the Nats, but they're no longer the Nats. They're our Nats. The Nationals and Trevor Williams plus 215 dogs. Going to Hollywood, always up to no good. The Trolley Dodgers and Bobby Miller, minus 235 favorites. This is the one day we don't like the Nats, right? Love the Gore Nats. And love the Josiah Gray Nats also. The T-Dub Nats, I can do without. 4.3 ERA, 1.25 whip. However, earn run indicator's not really buying it. The XFIP at 5, expected ERA 5.19. Sierra 4.8, 17K to only 6 walk. The 6 walk I like, however, right? 7 swinging strike, 23 CSW, 17 whiff. That's not really going to get it done. 88 zone contact. So he's going to be pitching contact to the Dodgers. He has suppressed. See, this is funny again, where contacts and nuance, hopefully coming out the nose. Please rate, review, and subscribe. Keep the show on the air. Stuff matters more than it should. Trevor Williams suppressing hard contact on the season. 29 hard hit Fangraph, 35 Savant. However, the misses are where we're looking. That's what we're looking for, right? Particularly against a team like the Dodgers. 14% barrel, 7% blasts against Trevor Williams. So that's a 350 expected wOBA, almost 400 expected wOBA on contact. Lefties really doing the damage. Bring up the Freeman prop. It was like, I think I saw over 1.5, and it was like juiced to 150. Trevor Williams really struggling against lefties. Lefties have a 287 batting average, 808 OPS. Almost 1.5 homer 9. So definitely a Freeman day. I can't get to that minus 130. I just can't get to it. So who else is that? Then you figure it's like Muncy. And Muncy's just really he's like a home run guy at this point, you know? So it can be a little difficult for me to bag him. I was thinking about maybe the batting average is just not there for us. I'm going to leave it. Let's keep Freddie Freeman in mind for a base hit prop parlay. Okay, again, Muncy's not the basic guy I'd want to pair him with, and then no one else like Jason Hayward. Thanks, but no thanks. Do me a favor, Jay, bring up the pricing on the full game run line. Hard for me to not see that one kind of screaming on the algo. I've got the Dodgers covering throughout. Oh, Maddie Dub with the explanation. Freeman BVP mode made the pick chalk. Yeah, gotcha. I mean, right. I thought I was donkeying it up already with the lefty splits. Man, Dodgers really juiced up to cover. I'm going to say nay on that also. No thanks. This is another one maybe. How about this? Can we do the mixed props? I see people doing that. How about a Freeman base hit and a Dodger win? Jay, you think you could string it up in real time for us? So I see something like that. Really sharp do that. I don't know, the Twitter streets. We see him on VSiN. Chris, LVC, and Fezzik, those super old school kind of real legit bettors. True professional bettors out there talking about parlaying is stupid, which I get. They're whatever. We can have that argument another day. But if you're going to parlay, it have to be heavy correlative, and I think there's probably not a better one than that. Jay, does it come together? Because I really would like to see that, right? If we might be able to get, if you could SGP the hit plus the win. You could do it. As long as we want to be plus even money on that. If not, you can tell we're not interested. If it's worse than minus 110, I'm not interested at all. NBA props, my boy up in the chat. Talking about the hit plus run plus RBI prop. See, it's another one. See, these things kind of fall out of my purview. Again, I was talking to, this was Jay, before the show went off, talking about the K leader for the slate and how great of we could really do some damage on it. We're going to. But you have to kind of look for it. And I forget, I do so much work, but the totals and sides, it's just very hard to get to everything. And it takes a village sometimes. So that's why this show has actually added some value to the whole thing. NBA props, when it says hit plus one for Freedy minus 120, is it 2? Over 1.5? It's not over 2.5, is it? Yeah, Matt, I'm with you for sure. Freeman over 1.5 hits. That's one of my favorite pieces on the board today. Let's get into the last night game. This one I really don't got much. It's Domingo Germán plus 120 dogs with my Yankees. Going to Seattle to face Bryce Miller, minus 125 favorites. Germán, he's been really good, but it depends whether or not you think he's cheating or not. I hate to feel like that. He is one of my guys. But 3.75 ERA, 0.9 whip, 574 OPS. All the earned run indicators nice and low. PFIP at 3, deserved ERA at 2.4, 26K. I mean, the strikeout stuff's awesome, right? 15 swinging strike, 31 CSW, 31 whiff, 38 chase, 83 Zcon, right? That's just everything across the board, winning in, winning out, being able to do kind of what he wants and get those whiffs that we're looking for. Lots of fly balls, but lots of pop-ups. So you are going to get some home runs mixed in here. But he's been pretty devastating, just across the board. So you got to keep an eye on him on. But again, now he's been knocked twice coming off the suspension for cheating. You got to think they're going to be keeping a pretty close eye on him. So I'm a bit worried that he comes out clean and he stinks. I really would not bet on him on until I saw him. Other side, Bryce Miller, my favorite young pitcher in the game, easily 115 ERA, 0.51 whip. I mean, the regression's got to come, but this is just absurd. It's not just the 26K, the 3% walk. I mean, it's everything. I actually added ball percentage to the sheet. What about just a Dodge? We're looking for a Dodger win, Jay, if you can get it, right? We're not looking for the cover. Jeez, it's just ridiculous, guys. Yeah, these Dodgers are hitting the point in the summer where everything is just juiced up like to the absolute gills. Again, the only argument you're going to get for Miller against Miller would be that everybody screws up sometimes, right? He's just been ridiculous. 251 expected WOBA, 324 expected on contact. 324 x WOBA would be good. Forget that that's isolated to contact only. He's a 129 max BA lefty-righty split. I mean, this kid has just been incredible. Yankees offense, not so much. 231 batting average, 302 OBP. Last 500 PAs, 25% K, 11% swing and strike. Way too many ground ball double plays. They're not pulling the ball. Yankees really not looking very good. They're just average. WRC plus would agree. 100 WRC plus. OPMG staying away from the Yankees and Mariners today. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. It's really a lot of mixed signals. Especially, it's hard to go up against the Yankees when they're dogs. It's just the truth. Yankee bullpen been pretty good. 2.4 ERA last 56 and a third. Sub 200 batting average against. 2.5 barrel, half a homer, 9. So if you don't get it against the Yankees early, it's going to be hard to do it late. Same for the Mariners. They do have a 4.4 ERA, but the Sierra's below 3. That's a really big difference, right? 3 Sierra, 4% walk, 6 barrel, 0 losses last 2 weeks. Seattle bullpen's been very good. Yeah, Jay's working his arse off trying to piece together this Dodger thing. And just forget it's not worth it, man. It's just really crazy. I think the best thing to look for is a Freeman base hit, and then you look for another strong base hit prop. I just got a lot of pitching today. Remember, when we're looking at pricing, we're looking at that's BetStamp.app. To be fair, bring up the graphic there for everybody so I can see it. BetStamp.app/call to the pen. Make sure, speaking of call to the pen, this channel. Make sure you're checking out Joe Osborne's video. Thank you so much for the cover job. Joey Osborne's got quick hits coming for you. Taking a swing with Joe Osborne on the Colton Penn channel. Keep it right here. In case you don't want 5 jillion words and 40 minutes of rambling to go with those picks. Although it seems everyone here, this is right up their alley. Let's just check the algo really quick before we get out of here. I got a lot of blue, which means a lot of unders. I guess I should have checked the pricing. What's the market think about the scoring? Yeah, total's 8 and 4. That's right where I am. I'm actually at 7. So I'm under on this one, too. We don't really have too many plays. Hit me with the other on this one, Jay, also. It's going to be a light day. Yeah, under 8 for sure. Yeah, that's, again, one of the cases where I will play the slight juice because, I'm super cheap. I'm, nefariously cheap. So the only time I will pay the juice is when it comes at the cost of a winning run. Right, so minus 115 under 8 for sure. I'll dig that. Again, light ticket today. Everyone just kind of chilling out. Let's jump into the afternoon stuff. Same speed. And then we'll blow through maybe a little parlay. Let's hit that like button for me, please. Cartoon fingers matter way more than they should. Most Americans taking the day off, not I, the Yankee Doodle Dandy, the big man. All right. So it's the 4 o'clock games. Carl Kaufman and the Rockies plus 175 dogs going to Arizona. The Snakes with Chafes in their back. I'll cut right to the chase. Give me Arizona to cover this one up. Depending on the juice, it's got to be minus 115 or better. Yeah, I guess we want to check them both. Full game, yeah. If we can get minus 105, just give me that one. Again, remember, we got Rocky Road in effect today. Rockies leaving home. Kaufman, 9.35 ERA, 2.08, which has been atrocious. Nelson with the 5 ERA, but, some of the indicators a little bit stronger. The 7% walk we like. The ball rate is low. In-zone contact rate, right smack in the middle. But he's kept the ball down, kept the ball in the yard as well. Also suppress hard contact. So I just think we have the edge. Arizona's going to have to score if we're going to win this one, but that's where this one's predicated for me. Kaufman's just been really bad. He really probably doesn't belong in the major leagues. Arizona, last 500. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag, but again, this is our trend indication team. Wow, Matty, again, testament to Matt and why looking at lines early really matters. Matt got Arizona to cover the F5 at plus 105. He said, yeah, good luck with that, right? Again, what if you're in the store early, you get the early prices. Right. So, I mean, that's like a smash right there for sure. If I could get that, I absolutely would. I can't, so I won't. Again, back to the offense and where I think we've been very strong this year, win-loss record aside, has been trend indication of team offenses. Arizona showing very strong disciplinary basket right now. 9.5 swinging strike, 29 chase, 88 zone contact, 6 ground ball double plays last 500. So that's, it's top 5 across the board. And they're pulling the ball top 5 in pull rate. So I think the rest is coming, right? We've kind of seen that. The home runs and doubles are starting to click up and they steal bases. So give me Arizona to cover this one up. Hopefully this one will be nice and easy. We cruise this one. Next up, it's the Twinkies and Sonny Gray going to Houston to face Jean-Pierre France. Sonny Gray plus 110 dogs in the Twins. I know people don't really like to go up against Houston. I know I posted for my subs at Twins F5. So if that one's still plus money, I'll still take that one again. Let's jump into it. Sonny Gray, we have the definitive edge here. Sonny Gray, 1.8 ERA, 1.2 whip, 580 OPS. He's been downright excellent, right? XFIP 3.3, deserved the ERA 3.1, deserved the ERA 2.8. Expected ERA was 3.1, sorry. 29% K, 20% K minus BB, we love. 12% swing strike, 30 CSW, just checking all the boxes. 29 whiff, just really doing all the things that you'd hope for. 48 ground ball, 2% blast, and 0 home runs. Maybe that's part of it, people expecting the home run regression. So, I get it. OPMG on the Minnesota Twins, first 5. I think I posted that one also. It was, that one, I got that one close at minus 115. Again, if you follow my betting work right now, it's $50 for the year, but it is free right now. You can check it out. You can preview it as long as you want. I don't know what we're doing here. It's definitely not making the most money that we can. But I'll take you to the sheet, all the stuff we're talking about. I run the algo and post bets early. Those team totals, they definitely move. So I try and be quiet. I try and post them and not make a big stink, not post on Twitter about it, let's say. Because we do move them. So I'm sorry, did you have the pricing up for me on the F5, Jay? Let's get those Twins. I think I like that one. Again, you're going to get the... Oh, Matt, that is funny. You and I, so simpatico. I swear, if I could bring up a screenshot for you, Matt, I would. That's the other... I quite literally have a Freddie Freeman Buxton thing pending. I didn't post it yet. So let's get the Twins in the F5. We'll take the plus money there. I think we have the definitive edge. JP France, 3.4 ERA, 119 whip. However, all the indicators above 4.5. The 20% K is a bit too low. Way too many balls. Not enough chases. 24 chase rate. That's extremely low. 81 zone contact. So, see, I'm not buying that, right? How do you have an 81 zone contact with a 10% swing strike? You're winning in the zone. That's not necessarily winning in the zone. He's getting tons of called strikes. So I don't know if that's going to fly. The double-digit barrel rate, that's what we're going to be looking for. He's really struggled against righties. Check it out, righties on the year against JP France, 340 batting average, 1,100 OPS. So that's where we're going to be going. That's why Maddie mentioned Buxton. How about that? Give me that. We'll pair those two. I don't want to leave the Freeman thing alone. So I'm going to ramble for another minute, Jay. Why don't you see if you could put together a base hit prop, Byron Buxton plus Freddie Freeman. And as long as it's minus 110 or better, we'll take that. Let me finish rambling. Twins offense last 500. They're striking out a ton, but they're also walking, making good contact, leading the league in line drive rate. It's a real mixed bag here. Big thing here also for the Twins. They're one of the most heavily split teams as far as X stats go in the league. So bottom 3 against lefties and pretty damn good against righties. To carry 326 X WOB against righties doesn't sound great. It's very hard to carry that, right? Because of, you're including all the bad hitters, right? All the tough righties. Relievers included some. I do like Minnesota today. I mean, listen, Houston offense, I'm not going to dog them. They're doing good things. A lot of them, right? Leading the league in OPS last 500. Lots of fly balls, but we know that can lead to suppressed batting average. Also great kind of keeping the ball down. X stats really do not back up. Yeah, we'll take it, Jay. Minus 110. Jay said he found the base hit prop at minus 110. So if you can get that anywhere around that, minus 110, minus 115, you're not going to give the 10-cent swing the 5-2s could do, as we've called it here. So give me the Twins and the F5. Next up, it's the old man, Rich Hill, long in the tooth, Pittsburgh Pirates, black and yellow, plus 125 dogs, going to the Giants. Italian Panic at the Italian Disco. Anthony Discofani, minus 135 favorites. I think I posted Pittsburgh F5 as well. I'm looking at, I've got Pittsburgh F5. Then I have maybe blowing it with the bullpen afterwards. Bring up the F5 price me, will you, Jay? Per favore. Rich Hill, 4.27 ERA, 1.4 whip. It's not been great. But the CSW up at 29, we know he locks guys up. He's right suppressing hard contact. He's been pretty good, actually. The bad is really bad. And the good has been good. Other side, Discofani, I think this is the flip side, right? 3.4 ERA, 1.0 whip. You're like, wow, this guy's doing it. But a lot of red flags are also 8% swinging strike, 90 zone contact. That's not really a great sign. Pittsburgh last 500, 250 batting average. They're do not chase, one of the better chase teams in the league. Top 3 fly ball, top 5 hard hit via savant. So I just think I like the Pirates in the race to 15. Right, give me that plus money on the black and yellow. Matty Dub, my dude, got Rich Hill over 5.5 Ks. Okay, so he checks the first box that he is going to get the workload, right? He's going to. So I want to skip over to the Johnny. I gotta go with Matt on this one. Bring that one up. Let's tail our buddy here. 5.5. It's going to 6.5. So yeah, you definitely wait over 5.5 at plus money. Absolutely. Hat tip to my boy Matty. Great catch, Matt. Again, let's take a look. San Francisco last 500, 28% K to only 7 walk, 12.5 swing strike, 32 chase, 83 in zone. Right, so that's all really bad. And then you can go on top of it. One of the worst split offensive teams in the league, if not the worst. San Francisco is dead last expected WOBA against lefties. That number is at 280. So I love that one. Give me the black and yellow F5 plus money to go with the Rich Hill over 5.5 Ks. Absolutely love that one. All right, so that'll do it for the middle blocks. Having some fun here. All right, let's do the early stuff really quick. Let's put together a parlay. How those likes doing, baby? Everybody, please press the like button. Like, it's free. The show is free. The likes are free. Cartoon fingers, stick them in me. Hello. Only 12 likes. Come on, baby. Smash the cartoon finger. But it's a holiday. I'm going to do it anyway. Right, everybody? We're gonna do the parlay anyway. So let's dive into the early stuff, and then we'll wrap it up and then get out of here, and everybody can kind of go grilling, have some fun. The Guardians, Logan Allen, go to Baltimore, and Tyler Wells. I tend to really like both of these young pitchers. I have Baltimore through 5, and then also Baltimore for the win. The thing here has got to be the Cleveland offense. It's just putrid right now. Cleveland just doesn't want to do anything on offense. It's just atrocious. 219 team batting average, only 7 homers, less 500 PAs, 52 ground ball, 4% barrel. This is really, really bad. So first play of the early day, let's go with Baltimore to win it outright. Next up, Texas Rangers Nate Eovaldi going to Detroit Rock City to face Matthew Boyd and the Boyd Boys. I think I'm finally jumping off the Boyd Boy train here. 5.74 ERA, 1.4 whip. Now the indicators are starting to chase up. I was chasing Alex Chamberlain's PFIP. This swing strike at 13, whiff rate at 31, zone contact at 80. That's the stuff we want, but now the homers are starting to catch up to him. Really struggling against righties as well. 270 PA, almost 2 homer 9. So that's going to be a tough one. Especially you got a heavy offensive edge to Texas. Really, they're excellent. Top 3 batting average, OPS, line drive, hard hit, WOBA, and WRC+. This is the Rangers' last 500 PAs. So as much as I've kind of liked Boyd, we'll just dive into the bullpens really quick. Just take a look, make sure I'm not going to step on any rakes. I know that's been the problem. Looking for Texas wins, and the model hates the Texas bullpen. With good reason. They have an 8.3 ERA last 30 innings, 1.6 whip, 50 hard hit, 12 barrel, 2.2 homer 9. I mean, but you do have to scale that back, right? Hoping that they get the good side of the bullpen. Props is on the Corey Seager. Hard to fight you on that one, although little lefty action, eh? I think I'm going to go with Texas to win this one. It's really juiced. I would not be playing this alone. But I do like the two of them together. I'll tell you, I like the two of them outright. I kind of like Baltimore. I kind of like the Baltimore-Texas parlay at plus 171. But let's move it up, just to give you an idea. It's Royals and Cardinals. This one, we're going with the over. Can we find a full game over 9.5 in the Cardinal game? Josh Stallman, you want to be careful with the stats. I didn't even ring him today. He's just going to open going up against Adam Wainwright, who's been atrocious. 6.3 ERA, 1.6 WHIP, 5.8 xFIP, 5.7 Sierra, 5.9 deserved, 10% K rate, 4 K minus BB. I mean, this might be the end for Wainwright. Lefties are batting .350 against him. So Casey lefties, I mean, what's the Vinny P prop look like? I didn't even really get to that one. So yeah, Jay, hit the over. So we're going to take the over for sure. That's part of the parlay. Did I screw you? Can I freeze it? If anything, let's do the parlay. We'll come back and then ring Vinny P also. It's going to be hard now. Is he propped up at like plus 130? If it's negative money, we're not interested. I heard people talking about him struggling. But I mean, his big thing is just you kind of have to suffer the walk rate, right? You must suffer his patience. Yeah, the BA is a little bit low. I just don't care. I think he's a quality hitter. I feel like this is when guys get up. 3.8 batting average list, 13 PA. I don't know if I want to go to 13 PAs. All right, maybe it's a little too juiced up. We don't have any other full plays. Forget it. Just leave the 3 up so far. So we're working our way through this morning slate for all the DJs that hung with us the whole way. Matty Williams still dropping dimes. This is a really good way to build these player prop tickets. I think myself, Matt. I spoke to Matt offline about this, but I'm not going to speak for him. I always speak for myself. Sometimes you get to watch these over 1.5 total base props go cold. Remember, they're plus 150, plus 130 for a reason. Just because we hit them, sometimes regularly, we feel like, oh man, we're so far ahead. There's a reason they're priced that way, and a lot of it's just walks and wonkiness and stuff that happens. So going with the base hit prop is like, it just feels so safe. A lot of times you get these really strong signals and, a single hit feels pretty doable, especially when you get down to that last AB. You're not asking for a double. You just need something to fall. So I like these base hit props. Freeman, it was Buxton. He's got Gorman, Vinny P, right? Vinny P and Freeman. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. That works. And the very last one, before we get out of here on this wonderful Memorial Day, please rate, review, and subscribe to the show. It really matters. I don't want to get canceled. Taj Mahal Bradley and the Flatfish of Florida. Those Tampa Bay Rays going to Chicago to face the Baby Bears. Marcus Stroman. Rays minus 115 favorites. The Bears plus 107 doggies. This one is really tough. I got this one split. I mean, Bradley 4.4 ERA, 115 WHIP. However, xFIP came on his walk ERA. Sierra below 3. 34% K with 4 walk. I mean, hard to argue with that. 29 CSW, 28 whiff, 36 chase. These are all the things that we really like. He's put the ball in the air a ton. He got a ton of pop-ups, but he suffered from the home runs. I feel like that really might regress. 274 xWOBA on the season is really, really good. Cubs offense, real struggle. Also, man, what's that? That might be another K prop worth looking at afterwards. Look at that, the Bradley K prop, but just whether or not I guess he hangs in the game long enough. Or let's just check the algo before we get out of here. I mean, I don't know. I've got the Rays squeaking by the skin of their teeth with 9 runs on the board. So I guess that's the play right there, is to go over. Although, hold on 1 second, Jay. We already know you cannot click the over in Chicago without checking the weather, right? We all kind of know that. We've all stepped on that rake before. Let's just take a look at Chicago. Wind's blowing in. Makes it a little tough for me. Yeah, I know. I hear you, Matt. I'm split with you, man. I'm like forcing these parlays a bit. So I guess my call there is probably Cubs plus 1.5. Let's do that then, Jay. I think that's my strongest play, is Cubs plus 1.5 without being greedy. So it's a plus 800 par. We'll have it. Drop 2 balls on it, please. So let's wrap up the parlay. We'll wrap up the board, and then we'll get out of here. I want to appreciate everybody, for hanging with us on the day off. You didn't have to. For the Canadians cutting work, slacking off, that's quite American of you. How very American of you. So let's go with the early parlay. It's a Baltimore win. It's a Texas win. Chicago plus 1.5 run line. And the Cardinal game to go over. Okay, we got that Cardinals and Royals over. Texas to win it outright. Baltimore to win it outright. And the Cubs with the full game plus 1.5. Hey, bring up the full game now, the full day. Again, nicey, lemon icy. Little base hit parlay. Byron Buxton and Freddie Freeman, 2 GOATs, top third of the order, both in really sharp spots. Minus 110 base hit parlay. We have the Twins and Sonny Gray, F5 at plus money. Love that. We have Arizona and the Diamondbacks to cover up the Rockies and Kaufman. Right around even money, we got minus 105. We've got Pittsburgh, F5 win with the old man, Rich Hill, going over 5.5 Ks. Nice plus 120 right there. Love that, bad boy. Then the Angels and the White Sox in the pitching duel. We got that one going under 9. And then Yankees, Mariners, same thing, pitcher duel, going under 9. That was Domingo Germán and Bryce Miller. So I think that'll do it from Mr. Cooper and the big man with the big mouth from the Big Apple, rocking yet another stuffy nose. I don't know what is going on around here. Appreciate you so very much. Enjoy the games. Enjoy your day. When we're done with the book, enjoy that pay, everybody. Please rate, review, and subscribe. Get up in the comments. Tag Rob Pizzola. And thank him for letting me out of my cage. Hit me up on Twitter any time of day, any day of the week. And remember, when you work this hard, there's a lot less like luck. We'll be back tomorrow at noon. As always, peace.